I've been practicing slogans. Get bent at the bend. Welcome to South Australia for the Bend 500. I'm always excited. I'm always really excited. I'm glad you're coming along for the journey because my little fans that watch my track walk videos, I'm going to give you guys a gift. I'm going to send out some free stickers for the first 25 people that say, give me a sticker, Cody, because I love you. And if you write a funny joke, I might send some extra stickers, maybe a little extra gift. Is that okay? Is that a PR? We can do that? We can do that because I'm going to give it to Megan over there. Thank you very much, Megan, very much. And she's going to do all the hard work for the things I make up in my head. So stay posted. We're going to go for a lap around the bend and I'm going to show you how to be super fast here. Oh, I'm here with a guest appearance. Naulty. This place is really a driver's track. It's a driver's circuit, but it's just so big. It's really hard to be a spectator here, I believe. So
it's a big track to watch, it's a big track to drive, it's a big track to work at.
It is one of those tracks that really surprised me the first time I came down here. I thought it was going to be boring because we did have a lot of people say that the first supercars race that happened here was quite boring a fair few years ago. The action has gotten better, the racing's gotten a lot better, but I thought it was going to be easy. This track is hard. What I would love to do with you, Naulty, is you can talk about some classic moments that might have happened around the circuit. You are a diehard when it comes to racing. All right, let's go to turn 1, 2, 3, and let's talk some more up there. Now, I'm probably going to forget the corner numbers after this because I never believe in corner numbers, man. Just let it flow. Just be cool with it. But turn number 3, last corner I'll remember, the hairpins at this circuit. They are a lot tighter than what you expect if you're running it on the simulator, if you're seeing on the TV. These are tight. I'm talking mega tight. It's one thing with the car. They're mixed between a bit of, you need a bit more speed, but you should be wiping off speed. So they really wrap you in to the corners. And then all of a sudden you realize you've carried way too much speed in there. And at this track being such a long track, a little bit of time will absolutely murder you. We really recommend coming into the corner that you're over on the left-hand side, turning in, keeping it tight, think about a higher gear or more throttle than you're used to going around the circuit and maximize that exit. Because the next straight, or bit of a squiggly straight, one of those Australia's famous straights but not a straight, is one that you've got to be as fast as you possibly can to go into another hairpin, which is really tight. Now, whilst in most cars, you're really trying to get the power down going through these squiggles of a straight, it's so hard. They call it a straight, they call it a corner. I don't know what it is, but it needs to identify as something to be happy. But whilst you're just trying to get the power down and really trying to maximize this at full speed, we've got to talk about the wind. It is windy as hell here. Here's my little brassiere that I prepared earlier and floating in the wind there. You're always going to get a wind, and the wind changes direction quite a bit. Are you going to get a crosswind? Are you going to get a headwind? Are you going to get a tailwind? What are you going to get? It has been so windy here sometimes that people have turned into one corner in one lap and been all okay. The next lap they come around, looped it. That's how much the wind can affect you here. So have a think about your aero, have a think about your setup, and make sure you approach this track with caution if you see it windy out. And of all the places you'd hit the wall, turn 3, 4, all the way over there. It's a long distance. Like, I've actually got to hop and skip to get over here. I would say it's about, what do you reckon, 20 cars? At least 20 cars. Naulty has come back and confirmed with, and you've run wide and kept the throttle in and smacked the wall here. What are you doing, you wally? It's the one thing that amazes me when I go on a track walk is I always go out and study where the rubber marks or where the skids and everything is. But this one seems to have gone straight through the grass on the left-hander, straight through me and straight off the circuit over here, and then you see plenty of skim marks where they're kicking off the track as well. What are you drivers doing? Do you need to come to the Cody McKay School of Driver Training? Actually don't. If I was going to commit to this, I would have driven it harder into the sand trap, really stuffed up my competitors and friends race and really made some time about me on the TV. Oh. I remember I heard this rumour flying around the pits of when the Bend was first started, and it looked amazing. The Shaheen's pumped amazing amounts of money into it. The grass was green, there was no dust like a new circuit was around. I heard the rumour that anyone that dropped a wheel got a $5,000 fine at the first race meeting or track day that
Definitely
happened.
Fines. I'm not sure it was $5,000.
Okay, it was $10,000. I'm kidding. But I heard it was substantial enough. So there's truth to that.
Yeah,
wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So,
and not just that, but they had to have a metre width of grass around the entire course to meet motorcycle standards.
Ah, interesting.
So the story around was that they bought every single piece of roll-on turf in South Australia to do that.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
And now look at it. Everyone's run
Yeah.
off the track. How much in
And
fines
now,
do you
now
reckon?
we're standing on it.
I think we're standing on the $3 million corner. All right, next corner. Into this corner, the left-hander. Does anyone know a number? Do you know
This is
number?
turn 6.
Turn 6.
Turn
Okay,
6,
the only
turn
reason.
6.
Yeah, because the straight is 2 corners. I hate it when they do that. I believe
Should be
that.
turn 5A, turn 5B.
Yeah, I like that. If it's not 90 degrees, it's not a corner. Anyways, you come into this corner and it's an amazing passing opportunity what you'll get down here. Real late braking and really aim it and shoot it at the apex. Don't come in really wide and try for a late apex. Shoot it straight at the middle. Get it tucked right into the left and then try and maximise it coming on the right.
That paint's actually got grip now as well. If you're brave enough, you can use that.
Well, that's it. We've got grip over here. Someone's actually done a burnout out here as well. I think it's someone at the Bend in Warrumpel. Where are we? Warrumpel. You've really got to commit to the outside because I believe the next corners coming up is part of the scariest part of the circuit. Corners 6 to 10. This has to be the most scariest part of the track, and you can probably hear from the wind that's coming through from this little microphone. You get one wind direction going the other way, it changes coming down here as well. This has to be the scariest part and the most thrilling part of the circuit. This is when I first came here. I was so surprised at how scary it can be and thrilling at the same time, turning right, and then right again. It's all about commitment. It's all about concentration, making sure the car goes out wide enough coming around this corner before you drop down the hill, but not too wide. You don't want to wash it all the way out because then you stuff it up for the next couple of corners. Some cars can do it flat. Some cars need a little bit of lift. It depends on your aero package and how big your kahunas are. Give it forgiveness, sneak up on it, make sure you're really wanting this corner to come to you, but the important part is the exit coming out of this corner. This would have to be the most trickiest part of the circuit coming out from here. I gotta roll down the hill again. I'm not really happy about this. All right. Oh, this is I lost my mic. No, there it is. It's steep, but it's not that steep. I give it a 2 out of 10 steepness.
Michael, where are you?
Have you found him?
No, I think he's somewhere over at turn 23, I think that is.
I think they're going to have to send out the Desi crew. And
By the way, do you like my pink phone?
It is. It suits your personality.
It does. Now, why did I mention Michael Formosa?
Well, you were telling us a bit of a story that was absolutely crackers, and I remember it happening that I've never seen TV cameras actually capture footage so far off circuit during and in the middle of a race. Tell us what happened.
So poor Michael Formosa here, I think it was 2021, very wet conditions. I'm not sure if he did the track walk, which is key, by the way, if you want to learn new racetracks, come out and do these track walks.
Yes, turn right here.
Somehow he spun around this region. Now you might think, well, how does he not know the track? There's different variations just in this zone alone. He took some 4 minutes to rejoin the track. In fact, we covered most of his lap trying to rejoin, but we still don't think he actually got back to the start line.
His rumour has he's still out there trying to find out which squiggly way goes there. But the best thing is, he's good. He'll take care of your sponsors. Really, if you stuff up, not only he will embarrass you,
yes,
but he'll make sure you get the time to pay for the sponsorship to go for the next round.
You can't buy that kind of TV exposure. 4 minutes on your car.
Well off the apex. This is the part of the corner that really, really nips up. Turn 10. Confirm with me, Naulty. Is this turn 10? He's just doing the maths in his head now. So turn 10 is one of the ones that you're expected to come up here with a lot of speed. You really want to get the power on as quick as possible. But it does tighten up. The straight into the next corner, which will be turn 11, 12 section, a really tight technical section that's hard to get right. If you let the car flow out of here all the way to the left, you were too far left to commit to the next corner. You want to be kind of moving more to the right-hand side or exiting about mid-track to get over to the right so you can attack the next corner, 11, as hard as possible. So think about when you're coming through here, if you're losing time on your sectors, if you're just feeling it's not right, think about getting the car, wipe a little bit of speed off and get it over to the right-hand side a little bit more to open up the next corner. The reason that these arrows are here is to get the off this section, move over here. You have gone way too wide. Learn how to drive. I've told you to come over this way a bit, but you're not. You're over here because you put too much speed into it and you're cocked up. and you're going to crash the car, and you're going to have to apologise to your mechanic, and you're going to get an expensive bill, and it's going to be a bad time. Corner 11, corner 12, a tight and technical section like they all are. Get your car over to the right-hand side, open the corner up. Don't get yourself off to the left and really tighten this up. You will wash so much speed off that you will pretty much be sitting still, going over into the spectators area, might as well be watching the race. Get yourself from the right over to the left, concentrate on straight braking as well. After you come through 11, you can straighten the next section up and then try to maximise to get out of 12. Now 12 is one of those corners that really tightens around on each other, and it can send you all the way to the left, spewing to the left and off the circuit. You might incur a fine because you dug up their beautiful turf. So this is where you're going to lose a lot of time coming around the corner. It is a long lap, long lap, especially for a small car like ours. One of the corners I really love going to circuits is those real high speed, flowy but blind corners as well. We just got back from Circuit Italia. They had a lot of them, and this is one of those corners coming down the hill. It demands really a lot of high speed coming through here. You don't want to remove a lot of speed from the car, but the exit is blind, the most important bit. So if you come in here too hot, not seeing what's going on, you'll skid straight over to the left-hand side, and the wall is quite close there, so you've got to be very careful of that. If you pluck down too many gears, wash off at too much speed, you will lose so much coming out of this corner. It is not funny. Be very forgiving for it. Come up and learn where the exit is. Feel where the exit is. Get it right to the left-hand side as much as you can. You have to picture it in your head as you're going around this corner. You can't really see it. So sneak up to it and attack it hard. We're just having a discussion here. Naulty had a good point. This is the highest point of the circuit, the most altitude. And we've really gauged that by we can't see anything higher. As you come out of the last corner, you're all the way over to the right-hand side. This is one of those corners that you have to maximise the exit as well. It's blind going down the hill instead of coming up the hill. So trying to get the car all the way as you exit here to the right-hand side. A lot of people make the mistake if they come in here and they come a lot too tight coming through the corner, which really upsets the next left-hander and the right-hander, which needs to get the maximum speed coming out here so you can attack the two last corners. These corners all link together. If you stuff up one, you've stuffed up the next and the next and the next, and you might have to do another lap to get them right as well. So make sure you start to creep out to the right-hand side as much as possible. Start to find out where the ripple strip is. Get right up on that ripple strip. Open up the next corner as much as possible, because if you're coming through here and you're coming way too shallow as the car's loaded up, you've stuffed up the next one, and the next one again. Exiting through this corner, it's a little bit tricky on this one because you want to go full speed coming through here, but you really have to roll off the speed a little bit. And we have seen some big dramas here before, haven't we? Tell me about it, because I was scared at that time as well. I happened to be on the circuit. Tell us what you've seen and tell us through your eyes of the massive accident that happened here on the Aussie racing car.
So if you remember, if you're a keen Aussie racing car fan, Mark Griffo to all our mates here, had one of the biggest, if not scariest rollovers here, because you don't realise how quick you're going through here. We call this the reverse Oran Park dogleg through here.
Yeah, I do see it. I do see it.
He got, I wouldn't say carved up, he might have been wrong place, wrong time that day. I think it was Matt Gooding, the PCA car, if memory serves me right.
Matt Gooding, what's good about him?
Yeah.
I love Matt
You
Gooding.
can get away with that one. And it sent him into these barrel rolls. Lucky here, because we've talked about during this all day about you don't really hit walls. There's been a couple of marks, but there's so much outfield here. That car went so far down into that infield. We all worried about Griffo that day, but as we all know, he fought for another day. He was all good.
Turn 17. I call this one the ball breaker. Yeah, that's probably a really good description. The tightest corner on this circuit. So you've just done a full lap and you're really thinking about fast flowing corners, and then you get presented with this one, turn 17. It tightens up on itself a lot. It is the classic 90-degree corner you might see in your textbooks. Starting from the left, apexing straight middle of the corner, and then exiting on the left as well. It's one that really sets up pretty good passing opportunities. You have to be game, you have to come in late. Ruin this corner, you ruin not only the next corner, turn 18, the last corner, but you ruin the whole way down the straight. Getting out of the last corner, as we can see up there, it's a bit more open, it's a bit more flowing. Come up to it, sneak up on it, think about how you can maximize your gearing, your braking, and you're accelerating, you want to be on the power as quick as possible.
Not where we're standing right now, but back towards there, where Dusty's filming us, was the old Mitsubishi Proving Ground back in the 80s. And in fact, they ran drag racing up there. It was called the Bend Dragway.
Really?
Back say River Bend Dragway in its time.
Full tarmac.
Full tarmac. In fact,
wow.
the old surface is still out the back there. We came up in 2012 with Andrew of the Australian National Drag Racing Association to do a test on whether we could build a strip up here. And it's 44 degrees. Looking around going, no one's going to build a racetrack here. And then the Shahins bought the land. And away they went with all this. So it's great they've got the drag strip out there, and some of that history is still out the back there.
I love looking up old circuits,
Yeah.
so I love to check it out sometime as well. But they've also got an amazing drag facility here as well.
Yep, dragway at the Bend. Plus they've got a little speedway built for this weekend, a temporary track that's been built off the back.
It's a motorsport mecca. So there you are. You have a little bit of history with my good friend Matt Naulty. You have the knowledge to set some fast times now on your simulator, on your race car, your racetrack, or anything like that. Don't get lost, maximize the corners, have fun, like, subscribe to like, and don't forget that little challenge of me giving you a bit of stickers. Thank you for staying posted on the video. I'll see you next time. Bye!